Hey guys, what's up? Once again welcome to movie Buzz Ltd. A chocolate factory is shown at the start of the film story, where the diversity of the chocolates were prepared. The name of this factory owner was Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka hides a golden ticket in the 5 packets of the chocolate, and the chocolates are sent to supply throughout the world. The consumers who will get those golden tickets, he was awarded a specific prize. Then the scene moves to a little kid, whose name is Charlie, and his family was poorer. They were living hand to mouth because of their poor financial condition. And their house was as such as it seemed that it will collapse at any time. After a while, Charlie's father comes to home, who used to work in a toothpaste company, and he has brought some lids of toothpaste for Charlie. Seeing this, Charlie becomes so excited, because Charlie was making the project of Willy Wonka's company. Seeing this, Charlie's grandfather tells him that, "I used to work in Willy Wonka's company before. Willy Wonka built the greatest factory of the world before 15 years. It was 60% bigger than all the companies of the world." Being inspired from this, Indian's prince ordered Willy Wonka to make a palace of a chocolate. Willy Wonka does the same. It means that he built a chocolate palace according to his order. He also informs the prince with this palace will not sustain for more days, because temperature is so high and this palace of chocolate may be melted. But that prince ignores his words. It is seen on the second day that bright sun appears. It indicates that there is high temperature totally. Due to this, that whole palace of chocolate is melted. Willy Wonka comes to know when he comes back to his factory that a spy had intruded his factory. And this spy had been sent by another owners of other factories. So he may steal secret recipe of Willy Wonka through which he makes the chocolates. Other owners remain successful through that spy. Next day, all chocolates companies begin to sell his famous chocolates, stealing Willy Wonka's recipe. Willy Wonka is dejected on this. And he is also shocked. So he terminates his whole staff without explaining them anything. And he seals the company in aggression. After a few years, Willy Wonka starts his company again. At this time Willy Wonka does the same which he did at the beginning of the movie. It means that he hides golden tickets in the 5 chocolates. After this, it is announced, 5 children who will get these golden tickets, one of the kids will be awarded a special prize. Now the consumers are increased to purchase this chocolate throughout the world. On the other side, Charlie is seen whose birthday is on this day. So his family decides to purchase Willy Wonka's chocolate for him, with this hope that the golden ticket may be found from that chocolate. Due to this, they get that special gift and their life may have ease. The first winner kid of that golden ticket, he is very chubby. The other winner kid of the golden ticket, her family is so wealthy. It is known that this little girl is so stubborn. So her father makes his staff open thousands of Willy's chocolates because of her stubbornness. Then that golden ticket had been found from one of them. Then Charlie's parents also bring a Willy Wonka's chocolate for him. Then Charlie unwarps that chocolate with great expectations. But that golden ticket is not found in this. So Charlie becomes so dismayed on this. But he does not reveal his distress to anyone but eats this chocolate, sharing with his family. He enjoys a lot. The third golden ticket is found by such a little girl, who is champion of her school, and she has also set a world record with this. Fourth golden ticket belongs to that kid who is very obstinate, but he was also witful because he had detected through his calculation, which packet will have the golden ticket. This kid had not liking for Willy Wonka's chocolate, so he had not eaten his single chocolate. It is seen there that toothpaste's value increased because of the increasing sale of chocolates. So all the employees of that company, they were all fired from the job so the robots may be brought at their place. Charlie's father was the only earning hand in his family, so their one source of earning is ended today. So there was no one to run their house now. But Charlie's father does not tell this news to any member of his family. Then Charlie's grandfather hands over some money to him, which was his saving. And he again asks Charlie to purchase Willy Wonka's chocolate. With this hope its destiny may favor them now. Then Charlie does the same and brings that chocolate again. They both unwrap the packet of that chocolate with full hope. But the golden ticket is not appeared in it at this time. Being saddened, Charlie comes out of the house. He discovers a note before a shop, and he purchases the same chocolate with the same money. He does not believe in his eyes as he unwraps that packet. Because he had found the golden ticket at this time. All people begin to glimpse that golden ticket who were standing in surroundings. And they offer a lot of money to purchase that golden ticket. But shop owner asks Charlie to leave the place for his protection. So someone may not snatch that ticket from Charlie. So he returns to his house happily. And he shows that ticket to his family with excitement. Charlie's grandfather does not stop himself as he glimpses that ticket, so he begins to dance happily. And he gives this ticket to his son. He says, "My son. Read it what has been written in this." His son tells him, "There is stated that one elder comes with a child from his family. They will be sent back with a loaded truck of chocolate when they will go to receive their prize. It means the quantity of chocolate will be too much, as that chocolate may not finish if human continues to eat it in his whole life. And one of the 5 kids will be awarded a special gift. It means that such a gift that he had never been expected." Charlie's grandfather says here, "I will go with Charlie." Because he was so excited to go with Charlie. He tells Charlie here that, "A lady had offered me a lot of money in place of this ticket. Our life will completely change after receiving that amount of money." Hearing this, Charlie's grandfather calls to him, and he says to him while explaining, "Look my son. Everyone has money, but this golden ticket is rare. Which is only in the hand of the 5 fortunate people of the world." Hearing this, he agree. Next day, all 5 kids reach the front side of the chocolate company with their elders of family. And many people had also approached there to witness all except them. A voice echoes from inside as the gate opens. "Welcome to all. Please enter." Hearing this message, all enter. And the gate is closed as they go inside. They all are greeted perfectly with a song, and this song had been composed on Willy Wonka. After this, Willy Wonka appears before them. All kids begin to put a strange query on Willy Wonka. They are replied awkwardly by Willy Wonka. Then Willy Wonka himself greets them in the company. Later, he tells all, "Every object in this room is made of chocolate. Including grass, waterfall, mountain and also pool. You can walk here and taste anything." Hearing this, those all kids spread to and fro. Then that stubborn little girl glimpses a pygmy there. She asks about him from Willy Wonka, who tells her that, "I went to a forest in search of a new flavor of the chocolate. There used to reside the whole tribe of these pygmies in those trees. This tribe has a large quantity of coconut. So Willy Wonka offers leader of tribe to gain it, "If you give me coconut, then I will give you the opportunity to work in my company. Where you all may live comfortably. You may eat the tasty chocolates." Meanwhile, that chubby child goes into the chocolate pool to drink this. But he falls into it mistakenly. In the meantime, a big machine appears there, through which chocolate was carried into the company. The pipe through which this chocolate is being carried, this chubby child is also entrapped in this. Then all employees of Willy Wonka begin to sing a song for that chubby child. Witnessing this, all are left shocked there. How did they know as this chubby child will be entrapped in this pipe? That chubby's child mother begins to be worried, seeing his kid trapped. Then Willy Wonka tells his employees this chubby's child mother is wanting to enter the factory. Lead her there. So that chubby's child mother goes inside. While all other people move ahead with Willy Wonka. Going ahead, they witness a boat in a chocolate stream. And they sail away, sitting in that boat. Meanwhile, Willy Wonka offers Charlie to taste the chocolate, taking it out of the stream. Charlie asks Willy Wonka, tasting the chocolate, "When had you tasted the first chocolate of your life?" Then Willy Wonka goes into his past while telling this. He tells that my father was the greatest dentist of the city. And he used to bring many chocolates for me on each Halloween event. My father had set the braces on my teeth. So my teeth may not damage because of eating chocolates. My father used to throw my all chocolates into the fire. Later, the present time is shown and many new rooms appear before them during this journey. At last, they reach Willy Wonka's favorite room. This is the inventing room where a unique bubble gum was being created. Willy Wonka tells them, "This bubble gum has 3 flavors. But it is still not appearing to me right. I am feeling it incomplete till now." That champion little girl chews that bubble gum without hearing Willy's complete information. Due to this, her whole body began to turn into the blue color like blueberry. Then Willy Wonka's employees begin to sing a song for one more time. But that little girl's mother gets worried. Willy Wonka says to his employees while making fun, "This little girl has turned into Blueberry. And his juice has increased. So take her from here." So that little girl's mother begins to help her daughter, while the remaining set out their next destination. Willy Wonka tells here that my father had thrown the chocolates into the fire for me. I had eaten the burnt chocolates among them. After this, I ate a number of the chocolates. In the current time, they reach the nuts room, where many trained squirrels were present. They used to pick the good quality nuts while throw the spoiled nuts, rejecting them. Seeing this, that stubborn little girl says to her father, "Father, I want to take a squirrel. Please take it for me." Willy Wonka says, hearing this, "You cannot take this. Because we don't sell these squirrels here." In spite of this, that stubborn little girl does not stop. She goes among those squirrels to catch one of them. Then it is totally disliked by those squirrels. So these all squirrels begin to come on that girl. Because they were taking that little girl as a nut. And those squirrels were checking her. As it is a good nut. But that girl is not liked by those squirrels. So they throw her in the trash bin, thinking it spoiled. Then her father also goes to save her. Willy Wonka's employees again begin to sing a song here. That little girl is stubborn because of her father. Because her father used to fulfill her good or bad wish. Then one of the squirrels throws her father into the same trash bin, where his daughter had been thrown. Then rest of the people move forward for tour. Then Willy Wonka brings them to a distinct lift. This lift used not only to move from up to down but also from left to right. They witness many rooms through the lift. Charlie asks Willy Wonka here, "How did you start everything?" Willy Wonka tells here that my father had forbidden me to eat the chocolates. I was chocoholic. This was the cause that I left my home. Then they reach a TV room in the current time where any chocolate could be sent into TV. And the watchers of TV could also eat that chocolate. Now a wise child does not believe in this story. So he activates that machine, going into it. So he is disappeared because of a bright light. So he reaches inside the TV, so his size had also reduced because of this. Then Willy Wonka's employees begin to sing here for one more time. This song had been composed on that wise child. Then that kid's father brings that child out of the TV. The size of that child was still shorter. So that kid's father asks Willy Wonka, "What should I do now? How will he restore his normal size?" Willy Wonka says to his employees, "Carry it to the stretch room where he is lengthened after stretching." Now Willy Wonka notices here that Charlie is only one who has left. All other kids have left because of their foolish acts. Charlie is winner and he deserves that prize. Willy Wonka again leads them to a lift. Then he presses a button which is for both direction as up and down. Pressing this, lift goes up, coming out of the factory, where it is seen that 4 kids are returning back in worse condition. Charlie asks Willy Wonka about this, so Willy Wonka reaches Charlie's home through the lift. He reaches the house of Charlie while damaging the ceiling of Charlie's home. Charlie's parents become excited, seeing Charlie. Willy Wonka says to Charlie, "I want to own my factory to you. Because I am getting old. My one hair has turned gray. The rest of the hair will also turn gray and I will grow old." So Willy Wonka asks Charlie to accompany him. But Charlie rejects Willy Wonka's offer. And he says, "My family is dearest to me. I will never leave my family for the sake of anything of the world." Being upset, Willy Wonka leaves that place. After this, Charlie's father gets the job in the toothpaste company. Now Charlie's family financial condition becomes better. On the other side, Willy Wonka is seen who was looking so worried. So he hits upon an idea. Due to this, he again goes to Charlie. He asks Charlie, covering his face, "Have you ever seen Willy Wonka?" Charlie says, "Yes. I have seen, his hair looks strange." Willy Wonka says this, showing his face. Charlie. It is not as such. He again offers Charlie again, but Charlie again rejects this. He asks Willy Wonka, "Have you ever gone to meet your father?" After this, they both reach before the house of Willy Wonka's father, getting in that lift. Willy Wonka's father was considering him a patient. So he begins to check his teeth, taking her inside. He remains unable to recognize Willy Wonka because he had grown up. Willy observes that his father has stuck all his news articles on the walls like certificates. Willy's father says to him during the checkup, "Your teeth are perfect. I have never seen such teeth till now." Willy reveals here, "I am Willy Wonka," it means, your son. Then both father and son embrace each other. Then Willy Wonka knows the significance of the family here. Family is so necessary for anyone. Then he gives a new offer to Charlie here. Afterwards, both families begin to dine together happily at the house of Charlie. Because Willy Wonka had brought Charlie's house into his own chocolate factory. Now Charlie takes care of Willy Wonka's factory with his family. Now their financial condition had turned into betterment. And the movie completes with this upbeat ending. Thanks for watching.